Okay, so I'm at another battle site here I wanted to point out. July 3rd, 1863, at 1300 hours, 1 o'clock if you're not good with military time, at least 160 Confederate cannons fired across this field and over to where, if you can see those monuments or those trees are at, they were firing into that section right there. Union artillery also fired around this area. General Lee wanted this to go on for at least just 30 minutes. It pushed for almost 2 hours. Then Union guns began to silence their guns. They were no longer shooting back. So Confederate artillery, the artillerymen are thinking, okay, we probably did our job. We either knocked out some of the guns or they exhausted their ammo, but point being, they're no longer firing back at us. So, here comes the next step. Send in the infantry. Now, if you look across this field, right where I showed you where those monuments and everything are at, that's at least a mile's march, at least. And when you have about 15,000 Confederate troops that stretched out for at least a mile, and they're all going for that center piece, little do they know that the Union artillery, they didn't run out of ammo, and they didn't really lose they didn't lose any of their cannons. They were just ordered to silence their guns. The Union commanders basically said, okay, guys, stop shooting. And the reason being is they wanted the infantry to come out. So when they did, they didn't fire just yet. They waited until they pretty much got like a quarter mile, by which time, when the Confederate infantry advanced and about a quarter mile out, Union guns started to fire back. They started to open fire again. And by which time, 15,000 troops, you're kind of too late to just turn around and run back to the tree line right here. You're already committed to the fight. So 15,000 troops had to march across this field right here to where the beginning of that tree line and those monuments are at, and that was their main objective. That's where Lee believed that the Union center was weakened. And in a little bit here, I'll be on the other side, and I'll show you what it looks like from the Union's point of view. All right, till then.